I guess it wouldn't be celebrate if we didn't do the serenity prayer. I guess we'll start out with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace, taking as Jesus did this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it. Trusting that you will make all things right if I surrender to your will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with you forever in the next. Amen. And we'll do our 8 principles. Realize I'm not God. I admit that I am powerless to control my tendency to do the wrong thing and that my life is unmanageable. Happy are those who know they are spiritually poor. Earnestly believe that God exists, that I matter to him, and that he has the power to help me recover. Happy are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Consciously choose to commit all my life and will to Christ's care and control. Happy are the meek. Openly examine and confess my faults to myself, to God, and to someone I trust. Happy are the pure in heart. Voluntarily submit to every change God wants to make in my life and humbly ask him to remove my character defects. Happy are those whose greatest desire is to do what God requires. Evaluate all my relationships. Offer forgiveness to those who have hurt me and make amends for harm I've done to others, except when to do so would harm them or others. Happy are the merciful. Happy are the peacemakers. Reserve a daily time with God for self-examination, Bible reading, and prayer in order to know God and his will for my life and to gain the power to follow his will. Yield myself to God to be used to bring this good news to others, both by my example and by my words. Happy are those who are persecuted because they do what God requires. All right. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Joe Snider. In about a week, I'll have been clean for a year. It's been a long, hard road. And in order to tell this story to you guys, Pastor Bill has given me free reign over this music because I feel I can explain things better through music. So, I want to start off by saying there has never been a time in my life where I didn't believe in God. There were times when I hated him. There were times when I didn't need him, but there was never, ever a time that I didn't believe in him. With that being said, I always have trouble figuring out where I want to start this story, because if I had a week, I could go back to when I was 2 months old and dying as a result of my mother being an addict while I was in the womb. And don't get me wrong, I love my mom, but truth is the truth. It is what it is. If I had a whole day, I could go back to when I was 20 and tell you about the worst loss I've ever suffered in my entire life, which was also the reason why I started to hate God. And the last time I did this, I started about 10 years ago when I first got out of the military, and I told everybody about how that's where my addiction truly started, which it was. But this story is more about how if you're patient and you have faith, where God can take you from where you are. This story is about exactly how much a little bit of faith can do for you. And I'm going to start this story about a year and a half ago today. I was homeless. I was addicted to heroin. I was living in a car up in Burger King parking lot right up here in Wintersville. And Strangely enough, this story starts while I'm sleeping. Turn that up, please. When dreaming, I'm guided to another world, time and time again, yeah. At sunrise, I fight to stay asleep, 'cause I don't want to live the comfort of this place. See, there's a hunger, a longing to escape from the life I live when I am away. So let's go there, let's make our escape. Come on and let's go there. Let's ask, can we stay? Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? Can you take me higher to a place with golden streets? Although I would like a world of change, it helps me to appreciate those nights and those dreams. But my friend, I'd sacrifice all those nights if I could make the earth and my dreams the same. You see, the only difference is to let love replace all of our hate. So let's go there, let's make our escape. Come on and let's go there. Let's ask, can we stay? Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? Can you take me higher to a place with golden streets? So let's go there, let's go there. Come on, let's go there. Let's ask, can we stay? Up high, I feel like I'm alive for the very first time. Set up high, I'm strong enough to take these dreams and make them mine. Set up high, I'm strong enough to take these dreams and make them mine. Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? Can you take me higher to a place with golden streets? Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? Can you take me higher but just like any dream, eventually you got to wake up, right? And it's back to reality. And where I was at the time, reality sucked. And just searching for any answer, anywhere to go, praying to God, still feeling alone. God today, she said that she's ashamed. What have I become? What have I done? And I spoke to the devil today, and he swears he's not to blame. And I understood, 'cause I feel the same. With arms wide open, I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. Am I on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell? God today, and she sounded just like me. What have I done, and who have I become? And I saw the devil today, and he looked a lot like me. So I looked away. I turned away with arms wide open. I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell. I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. Am I on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell? I'm not defending, downward descending, falling further and further away, getting closer every day. And I'm getting closer every day to the end. I'm getting closer every day. the righteous side of hell? Am I on the wrong side of heaven? And the righteous side of hell. Thank you. So, at this point in my life, I just wanted to leave. And by leaving, it means leave this area, leave this world. I didn't want to be here no more. And because when you're going through addiction, it just seems like anywhere is better than where you're at. Call you up in the middle of the night, like a firefly without a light. You were there like a blowtorch burning. I was the key that could use a little turning. So tired that I couldn't even sleep. So many secrets I couldn't keep. Promised myself I wouldn't weep. It's one more promise I couldn't keep. It seems no one can help me now. I'm in too deep and there's no way out. This time I have really led myself astray. Runaway train, never going back. Wrong way on a one-way track. Seems like I should be getting somewhere. Somehow I'm neither here nor there. Can you help me remember how to smile and make it somehow all seem worthwhile? How on earth did I get so jaded? And life's mystery seems so faded. See, I can go where no one else can go, and I know what no one else could know. And here I am, just drowning in the rain. But I got this ticket for a runaway train, and everything seems cut and dry. Day and night, earth and sky. Somehow I just don't believe it. Runaway train, never going back. Wrong way on a one-way track. It seems like I should be getting somewhere, but somehow I'm neither here nor there. Bought a ticket for a runaway train, like a madman laughing at the rain. A little out of touch, little insane. It's just easier than dealing with the pain. Runaway train, never going back. Wrong way on a one-way track. It seems like I should be getting somewhere, but somehow I'm neither here nor there. Runaway train, never coming back. Runaway train, tearing up the track. Runaway train burning in my veins. Run away, but it always seems to say. All right. Thank you. You guys missing them up here busting up laughing because they're back in the back dancing. I know you're all looking this way, but everybody, so you missed it. But so, like I said before, I'm better at explaining feelings through music. And it was Johnny Cash who said it the best when he said, you can run on for a long time, but sooner or later, God will cut you down. No, that's not the song I'm getting ready to play. I want you all to pay attention to this video while I'm singing this next song.
Losing a child is just something that it's difficult to put into words. When our children were going through addiction, at least I know for myself, I had hope. There was always hope that he would get better, that he would recover, and that life would be normal. When we lose a child, we don't just lose that child, we lose an important part of our future.
Bedroom door, I sit with my head in my hands. Only these four walls understand this sort of emptiness that's holding the key while trying to breathe. But it's a different kind of hurt, it's a different kind of lonely. It's a deeper kind of pain. Don't act like you know this, 'cause what you don't see is buried inside of me. And all these times I was trying to disappear, these are different kind of tears. Perfect life was one I'd never know. But is it loneliness or being alone? Will this heaviness swallow my fight? It just might. But it's a different kind of hurt, it's a different kind of lonely, it's a deeper kind of pain. Inside of me, and all these times I was trying to disappear. inside of me. And all these times I was trying to disappear. And these are different kinds of tears. Yeah, yeah. And these are different kinds of tears. Yeah. It's a different kind of tears. Thank you very much. Hey, Pastor Bill, you want to do the singing? All right. So, I've lost a bunch of friends, a bunch of important people, a bunch of good people in my lifetime. A few of whom in the last year and a half. And the thing that was almost disturbing about it was it took the last funeral that I went to actually make me crave life enough to want to get clean. And I begged God, please help me get clean. And it didn't happen right off the bat. But I kept asking. And eventually, he gave me a recipe. Or a cure for those of you who believe it's a disease. But that's all right, because you guys don't really know nothing anyway. So the recipe goes like this. First, you got to want it. And then you're going to take a huge helping of God's grace. You're going to throw in a cup of blood, sweat, and tears. Mix it all up with a little bit of jail time. And I came out on the other side clean. The thing is, though, is once I was clean, and then it started something else. Because, see, when you're addicted, and this isn't really something I have to say, but I'm going to say it, you don't care about anything. Yourself, where you're going to get your next fix. Anything else isn't even a side note. It's like a whole other book that you're never going to read. But the thing is when you get clean, you kind of go into a depression because you realize, at least I realized, that I do care. So we're going to dedicate this to Chester Bennington. Rest in peace. Can I help you not to hurt anymore? We saw brilliance when the world was asleep. There are things that we can have but can't keep. If they say, who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. The reminders pull the floor from your feet. In the kitchen, one more chair than you need. And you're angry, and you should be. It's not fair. Just 'cause you can't see it doesn't mean it isn't there. If they say, who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I do. Who cares if one more light goes out in the sky of a million stars? It flickers, flickers. Who cares when someone's time runs out? If a moment is all we are, or quicker, quicker. Who cares if one more light goes out? Well, I Thank you very much. So now I'm clean, and I want to make amends for the people that I've hurt, because there was a lot of good people out there that I hurt. People that I loved, people that trusted me, people that tried to help me. And I've said my sorries, and a lot of them, their lips would tell me I was forgiven, but their eyes just told me that there's no more trust there. And I mean, I have family members that still don't believe me. And I get it, because they've heard this I'm clean story 10 billion times. So I get it. But what? Wrong song. The wrong song. I dreamed I was missing. You were so scared. No one would listen, 'cause no one else cared. After my dreaming, I woke with this fear. What am I leaving when I'm done here? So if you're asking me, I want you to know. When my time comes, forget the wrong that I've done. Help me leave behind some reason to remember. And don't resent me when you're feeling empty. Keep me in your memory. Leave out all the rest. Leave out all the rest. Don't be afraid, 'cause I've taken my beating. I've shared what I made. See, I'm strong on the surface, not all the way through. I've never been perfect, but neither have you. So if you're asking me, I want you to know. When my time comes, forget the wrong that I've done. Help me leave behind some reason to remain. And don't resent me when you're feeling empty. Keep me in your memory. Leave out all the rest. Leave out all the rest. Forgetting all the hurt inside you learned to hide so well. Pretending someone else can come and save me from myself. But I can't be who you are. So when my time comes, forget the wrong that I've done. Help me leave behind some reason to remain. And don't resent me when you're feeling empty. Keep me in your memory. Leave out all the rest. Leave out all the rest. Forgetting all the hurt inside you learned to hide so well. Pretending someone else can come and save me from myself. I can't be who you are. I can't be who you are. Thank you. So now y'all know about, how it is with the people that I've hurt. And it's been almost a year. And I'm not expecting them to forgive me. I'm really not. But, get over it, It's whatever. But there's still people out there that I don't know that, I might be guilty by association. So they want to tell that story. Or they think they know me because this is how I look. And that used to bother me. But it doesn't really bother me anymore because, see, they're judging this. And only God can judge this. You are not your skin. Paint yourself a picture of what you wish you looked like. Maybe then they just might feel an ounce of your pain come into focus. Step out of the shadows. It's a losing battle. There's no need to be ashamed. 'Cause not to judge you. Show them your true colors and do unto others as you'd have done to you. Just rise above this. Kill them with your kindness. Ignorance is blindness, and they're the ones that stand to lose. 'Cause they don't even know you. All they see is scars. They don't see the angel living in your heart. Let them find the real you buried deep within, and let them know with all you've got that you are not your skin. They don't even know you. All they see is scars. They don't see the angel living in your heart. Let them find the real you buried deep within. Let them know with all you've got that you are not, no, you are not your skin. Oh. No. Thank you very much. So it was Thanksgiving last year. And I was clean, but I was still homeless, nowhere to go, no family to turn to. And I was walking through Wintersville, and I remember just praying to God, it's all in your hands now. And I don't exactly know how long it was from point A to point B, but when I got to point B, there was a vehicle that passed me and stopped. Now, my best friend all through elementary school and middle school and high school, he died about 12 years ago. And I hadn't seen him or his family for years. But when I walked up to that truck, it was his sister. And she asked me where I was going, and I told her I didn't have nowhere to go. I'm just walking through Wintersville on Thanksgiving. And she said, come on, get in. And that was when love stepped in. And it showed me a path to a bunch of other wonderful people. Like Pastor Bill, like Reese. And I named those two names simply because the next song tells a little bit of a different story, but it's still Pastor Bill and Reese and myself. And this is called Love Stepped In. He was preaching down off of 3rd and Main as I was passing by. He was talking kind of crazy and warning us all about the end of time. So out from the crowd, I just asked him how could God love a mess like me? He said, I'm a preacher now, but that ain't who I used to be. He said, you'll never know just how far love has brought me. You'll never know who I used to be. 'Cause I've been around and I've been down to the bottom of hell and back again. See, I was almost out, I was at my end, but then love stepped in. almost every day. And all the love she has, she just gives away. So I asked her why she spent so much time on the broken and the poor. And she just smiled at me and said, I'm not who I was before. She said, you'll never know just how far love has brought me. You'll never know who I used to be. 'Cause I've been around and I've been down to the bottom of hell and back again. I was almost out, I was at my end, but then love stepped in. You know love stepped in. I look back sometimes at where I've been and just how far I've come since the day that preacher told me about his amazing love. I was lost and alone, and the lights came on, and hope set my heart free. And in the darkest hour, grace got a hold of me. Yeah. You'll never know just how far love has brought me. You'll never know who I used to be. Yeah. 'Cause I've been around and I've been down to the bottom of hell and back again. I was almost out, I was at my end, and then love stepped in. You know love stepped in. Thank you. So I told you about that path that led me to these amazing people, and Reese and Pastor Bill. Those are just like the tip of the iceberg, for real. I've met so many good, amazing people, and a lot of them were there with me the whole time. And I never realized that I had that kind of a support system. And I just want to say thank you to Reese, Pastor Bill, Shane, my boys right here, everybody that's helped me. For those who are going to watch this later on YouTube or on a video or whatever, you know who you are. Thank you very much. Because they have helped me. God led me to them, and they helped me look at the world in a whole different way. Today we live, today we breathe, today we know that we are strong when we are weak. Today we trust, we overcome, take every chain that kept us slaves and throw them off. We're not waiting for permission, we defy our inhibition, like our middle name is fearless, unafraid. And if we're gonna fly, we fly like eagles, arms out wide. If we're gonna fear, we fear no evil. We will rise, by your power we will go, by your spirit we are bold. If we're gonna stand, we stand as giants. If we're gonna walk, we walk as lions. We walk as lions. Today is ours. It's always been. Before we face the fight, we know who's gonna win. We live by faith and not by sight. We don't want safe and quiet. We don't want to run and hide. This is not an intermission. It's our time, not gonna miss it. You've already called us fearless, unafraid. If we're gonna stand, we stand as giants. If we're gonna walk, we walk as lions. We walk as lions. Everywhere we go, the battle has been won. You know, you've gone before us. So we take it all in faith. With every step we take, we know we'll rise victorious. If we're gonna fly, we fly like eagles, arms out wide. If we're gonna fear, we fear no evil. We will rise, by your power we will go, by your spirit we are bold. If we're gonna stand, we stand as giants. If we're gonna walk, we walk as lions. And if we're gonna walk, we walk as lions. Thank you very much. So that's pretty much my story. But I just want to say, you know, getting from here, from there, was never sunshine and rainbows. It's not an easy journey at all. And even though I am where I'm at now, there are still days that I don't even want to be here. That, you know, I come around a turn and it's just another turn that I can't see around. But I have some advice to give you to help you. And if you haven't listened to anything that I've said tonight, that's cool. Take this with you, though. Through the good times and through the bad times, speak hope, speak love, speak life. And other days, man, it just ain't working. The good, the bad, the right, the wrong, and everything in between. But it's crazy, amazing. You can change a heart with the words you say. Mountains crumble with every syllable. Hope can live or die. So speak life to the deadest, darkest night. Speak life when the sun don't shine and you don't know why. Look into the eyes of the broken hearted. Watch them come alive as soon as you speak hope. You speak love, you speak. You speak life. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. You speak life. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. And sometimes life ain't working, and other times my world just falls apart. I did, I don't, I will, I won't, like I'm drowning in the deep. But it's crazy to imagine words from your lips as the arms of compassion. Mountains crumble with every syllable. Hope can live or die. So speak life to the deadest, darkest night. Speak life when the sun don't shine, you don't know why. Look into the eyes of the broken hearted. Watch them come alive as soon as you speak hope. You speak love, you speak. You speak life. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. You speak life. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Lift your head a little higher. Spread your love like fire. Joy will fall like rain when you speak life with the words you say. And lift your thoughts a little higher. Spread your love like fire. Hope will fall like rain when you speak life with the things you say. Lift your head a little higher. feels perfect. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good night. God bless.